Technical difficulties.
We live?
We are live.
Okay.
Scoot, buddy.
It's falling more. That's my scoot. Oh, it's yours. Okay.
All right. Coming to you from HQ in Indianapolis, Indiana. This is Huddle Shuttle Live.
I'm Archie.
I'm Archie's dad.
And I'm Archie's mom.
I've got another 12U game this morning. So we are at HQ, but we will be heading down to Bloomington for the game tonight against those Fighting Illini.
And this should be the first official live stream of the show, so that's exciting, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
And thank you, Mom, for all your hard work and getting the subscriber count up so we could finally go live. Mom, and this is your first appearance on the show. Do you have a favorite in the Fernando Mendoza nickname poll?
Well, before we get to that, I would just like to talk for a minute about the class of Big Ten football. I'm not sure if you guys were aware, but Iowa, as many of you know, Iowa does the Hawkeye Wave at their home games. And last night, Rutgers showed up after the first quarter. They had drones doing the wave, and the whole stadium did the wave, and total class act. But when it comes to Fernando's nickname, I'm going to have to go Latin Laba. I think because I hear you guys say it around the house, so it's kind of stuck with me.
Latin Lobber.
We believe very strongly in the Latin Lobber. It just hasn't gotten hasn't gotten the play that we wanted to. We are, however, working on getting a message to Fernando to see if he's got any preference, and if we get some information back on that, we will report on it.
And that will become his official nickname forever and ever.
Yeah, whatever he picks, I guess probably should be the one. Archie, you went 2-3 again last week. I made a mistake on the board. I marked UCLA when you had actually picked New Mexico. Although I think you did pick UCLA to win, which... Speaking of, though, the big news out of Los Angeles is Deshaun Foster is out at UCLA after starting the season 0-3, including disappointing losses at UNLV and versus New Mexico. Archie, after UCLA improved so much over the second half of the season last year, this has been a real surprise to me. In your preseason predictions, you did not seem to think UCLA was going to be that good. You had them finishing at 5-7 for the season, 3-6 in the Big Ten. So you weren't sold on them like I was. But what are your thoughts on UCLA firing Deshaun Foster, and what does this mean for the rest of their season?
Stupid.
You think it was stupid to fire him?
Yes.
Why is that?
On what he did last season, I know it's a wild take here, but I mean, I think it's a little too early. He was a first-year coach last year. It's his second year with a new quarterback. He's trying to work out that they just brought a new QB developer, and they're like from IU. They're trying to build a system. They were trying to build a system around Deshaun Foster. He gets fired. That system doesn't work. And I'm really worried who their head coach is going to be, because I think it is a possibility they go 0-12. I think it's about 40% chance they go 0-12. But I feel like they'll have one more easy win.
Well, that loss to
New Mexico.
That loss to New Mexico was rough. Like, that was a game they were favored in.
UNLV was a rough game.
Well, I mean, they got whipped by Utah, which I think you expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, the UNLV loss and then New Mexico are just bad losses. But I mean, Deshaun Foster is a UCLA guy. He's a UCLA, legend.
Yeah.
It's just, if they fire him if he was on a short leash, like, what are their expectations?
Was he like an interim coach for someone to come available?
I don't know. I was surprised to see it happen. I was surprised to see them take such a step back this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So you think it's realistic that they could go 0-12 though?
I think it is realistic. I think, what's their upcoming schedule? Do you know?
I think they have Northwestern is their next game, which might be their last winnable game for a while. After that, they've got a pretty tough run.
Against the Hoosiers.
They've got
for another 5 weeks.
They've got a bunch of rough games coming up.
That you can scoot over.
Thank you, sir. All right, so let's talk about last week's game. As you know, you were there in Bloomington with your sister. Homesick from school. We're getting better.
Yeah, we're fine, guys.
It was a 73-0 total domination. I'm not sure what takeaways you can have from the game, but do you have any in particular?
I feel like we did great. I feel like Mendoza, both of them, did good. I liked what I see out of Alberto for the next few years when he gets to be a quality backup in case the other Mendoza goes down.
What was the nickname the people in the stands had for Alberto?
Mini Mendoza,
I
which
like
is
it.
great.
Mm,
Great.
that's
It
good.
was great. But I think Fernando, he did well again against an FCS offense. So that was good. The defense I thought was good, but I mean, like
And Mom, you were entertaining company on Saturday or on Friday when we were at the game. Did you have a chance to watch any of it?
I did. I watched a little bit of the game because we had recorded it. But I want to give a shout out to Omar Cooper.
Lawrence North alum,
That's right.
four touchdown game.
also D'Angelo Palm because we met his dad that one time.
We did meet D'Angelo Pons' dad last week. So
Shout out him.
And he watched the show from where he was watching it on YouTube as we were talking to him.
Yeah.
The big news, I guess, for IU last week is that Lee Beebe, one of the backup running backs or one of the guys in the running back rotation, is going to be out for the season with a knee injury. He had led the team in rushing, I think, against Kennesaw State. How big a loss is that for the team, Archie?
Big. He was our second string running back, I think. They played him because everyone knew Hemby was the one, and they played him, or they played Labibi and Black at like a mix of the halfback too. And I'm really worried because he had some explosive runs that got us down the field.
Yeah, I mean, his first carry against Old Dominion was a fumble, but after that, he ran really well. He ran for like 80 some yards that game, like 90 last week. And then he had 5 runs or so, I think, against Indiana State.
And then got rushed.
And then he got hurt. Yeah, it was non-contact, so it's just always bad to see.
Oh, it was non-contact?
Yeah.
I thought it was the ball carrier on that play.
But he wasn't getting touched.
Yeah.
So stepping into that role, looks like to be Kobe Martin was one of the other backup running backs.
Yeah.
He got a lot of carries. I think he had 111 yards last week. What'd you think about Kobe, his ability to step in for the BB's role and what that means going forward?
I feel like Kobe's explosive. I think he looked good against Indiana State, but I'm not too trusting him because BB played against at least power 4 or bottom 4, whatever.
Had big games,
Had
big teams.
They played against non-FCS schools.
Mm-hmm.
They played against semi-real competition.
Yeah. But like I said, running back is one of the stronger position groups we've had. So I mean,
like last year,
and more or less, we've come through this kind of non-conference slate relatively uninjured. So, but that is a big loss. Archie, do you have a particular player of the game? Which, I mean, it has to be Omar Cooper, right?
It has to be Omar.
Mom's right.
Yeah, I was
Omar.
I was considering in the first half, doing Mendoza over that, but he was throwing good balls. Don't get me wrong. But Omar was covered, and he was so calming down.
What's the best part about Omar making big plays, Mom? What do we get to say?
Omar's coming.
Omar coming. And then we got to get the band to start doing the Farmer in the Dell, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's the Farmer in the Dell?
It's from the Wire. It's where we get the Omar coming. Do you have any particular play stand out as your play of the game?
One of those Omar's touchdowns. I can't remember one of them, but it was like kind of in the end zone. He caught it, I think, one-handed maybe.
Very good.
Close at last. Oh, what was that one kick return where we almost took it back to the house?
I don't remember.
We got it to like the 40 and something.
It was just.
Then I thought we were going to take it back to the house, and then I got tackled.
It was just such a whooping. It was.
Yeah, I have no recollection. I drank way too much Sprite that night.
Only 2 Sprites today at the game. You're driving. So let's talk about this week's games with guest picker Archie's mom. The lines have moved some from when I originally was checking them, putting together this week's script. First game, Purdue at Notre Dame. Notre Dame is currently favored by 24.5. Archie, will Notre Dame cover that spread?
Yes.
I agree. Notre Dame for the win and covering the spread.
Yes.
Any other thoughts about the game, Archie?
I don't trust CJ Carr. Jeremiah Love is going to love all of it. That sounds weird now. That sounds weird now as I say it.
I think CJ Carr's looked okay this year.
I don't trust anyone with last name Carr.
Okay.
Especially Derek Carr. guy.
I don't always trust freshmen. I think freshmen are bound
Yeah.
to make freshman mistakes, but he's had some big
Yeah,
games,
like,
and he's
Even Dylan Raiola, he was one of the best freshman quarterbacks we've ever, or the Big Ten's ever seen. And
he made freshman mistakes,
yeah,
but
he made bad reads against Indiana last year. It's just
then we also have to appreciate that Purdue is not a very good football team.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Fuck Purdue.
bro.
Sorry.
PG-13. All right. Michigan at Nebraska, where Nebraska, Michigan is favored by 1.5 points. Archie, what do you think about that game? Speaking of Dylan Raiola,
I think Nebraska's gonna win. I think they don't cover the spread. I think it's gonna be a really close game because Michigan put up a really good game against Oklahoma. What, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago.
yes.
I don't remember. Yeah.
So who do you have again? You have Michigan or Nebraska?
I have Nebraska, but I don't have them covering the spread.
Okay, so you're on Michigan against the spread.
Yeah.
Then we've got Mom, who's your pick on that game?
I'm gonna go Michigan.
Then we have Maryland at Wisconsin. Maryland or Wisconsin being favored by 9.5. What do you think about that one, Archie?
It is rumored that Wisconsin's injured quarterback is finally going to come back this week. He's questionable, so we're going to see how that turns out. If not, they have the backup from Indianapolis. Can't remember his name.
Danny O'Neal.
That's what he said. Maryland, again, like I said with Notre Dame, not a great football, or Notre Dame, about the freshman quarterbacks. They have a freshman quarterback in Malik Washington. Well, I know his last name is Washington. I can't think of his mark or Malik.
But he's played well.
He's played well. Not really the biggest fan though.
Okay.
So
who do you have in that? Again, it's Wisconsin by 9.5.
I have Wisconsin going over with the spread. So Wisconsin wins the spread.
All right, Mom.
I'm gonna go with Wisconsin wins the spread as well.
On Wisconsin, jump around.
Get up, get down.
All right.
Jump around.
Then we've got
Sorry.
Michigan State at Southern Cal, where Southern Cal is favored by 18.5 points. Archie, any thoughts on this game, and who are your picks?
I have Michigan State covering or losing, but they make it
With the points.
Yeah, with the points. I like Aiden Childs. Again, I think USC also has a freshman quarterback. Wow, look at the Big Ten. We have like 88 freshman quarterbacks. But I like Nick Marsh. I think he's still there. Jack Velling left last season, so I'm hoping he can be good. Like his replacements can be good. So USC, they lost Zachariah Branch, so that's an obvious. But I'm not sure about that defense. I didn't watch much USC football.
All right. So. All right, Mom, what do you think?
I'm gonna go USC.
Okay.
With the points too?
Yep. No, I think Michigan State may show out a little bit more than
keep
they
it closer
say.
than 17.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then finally the big game for tonight will be Illinois at Indiana. The line has moved on this game. It opened this week when I checked it out at 3.5, a point favorite for Indiana. It's currently at 6.5 points for Indiana. But before we get to the score picks, Archie, how big is this game for the Hoosiers?
Huge. This kicks off our season, especially the Big Ten season. It kicks off if we can win this. I have no doubt we'll win Iowa. I have no doubt we'll beat Oregon.
Whoa.
I'll have a little doubt we beat Oregon. If we beat Oregon, we have the confidence to go into Penn State.
So it's a big game.
Yeah.
What are Illinois' strengths?
Definitely running the ball. They were good at that. Especially those QB keepers. I think they ran a few last week. I saw a lot out of Luke Altmaier. Some good, some bad.
What are the keys to the game, do you think, for IU?
I think IU needs to run a running gun. They run the ball a few plays, like first down, you run the ball. Second down, you run. run the ball. Third down, PA pass.
Well, I mean, IU's run for a lot of yards this year. I think they're
Yeah.
averaging like 300 yards a game on the ground,
Do like a first.
but they opened up a lot more passing last
Yeah.
week against Indiana State.
I'm hoping that we can also run a little bit of the screen game. I'm hoping that kind of will juke them out. Like we'll have 2 running backs in the backfield, and we'll fake the handoff, go to the screen.
Are there any particular matchups that you're looking out for as far as any O line versus D line or any particular players?
I want to see how Pat Coogan does against their whole D line. They're not the best D line. They're not the worst D line. So I want to see how they go against that. I want to see how their corners will cover Omar Cooper. I want to see how our D line and linebackers, front 7, front 6, or whatever, will do against a mobile quarterback like they did against Old Dominion.
Now, Mom, are there any matchups or anything that you're looking to see out of this game or you're looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to being in the atmosphere. This will be the first game that I'm attending. It's a night game, and so I'm just looking forward to spending some time with you guys and watching the Hoosiers bring home a W.
And that's first game this year. You've been to games with us.
Well, yes, of course.
Just to make sure everybody knows that
Right.
she's a true fan, true alum. Archie, do you think IU is going to be able to keep the penalties under control? We had several pre-snap penalties last week, false starts, offsides.
Yeah. I'm praying that Kirk Signetti made him run a lot.
Yeah, those are just mental mistakes. Those are pre-snap penalties.
They're mental mistakes. They can't happen against a big-time school. This is not going to be able to happen. I forgot to say one thing. Matchups to watch for. Illinois defense is going to be IU. It's going to be a defensive game. It's either going to be a shootout or slug out. There's no in between.
Okay. One thing I've noticed this year, Archie, is there have been several drops by wide receivers. I think Fernando throws a pretty ball, but there have been drops. And I think last season they went through, I think, the first 5 or 6 games without having like a single drop. Is that something you expect the team to get under control, or do you think this could still be a problem throughout the season?
I think it will be a problem. It's football. It's not going to be a problem. People will say, well, it's not going to be like people drop balls. Justin Jefferson dropped a ball or 2 every game of his LSU career. We really worried about drops? We can run the ball fine. Omar can catch. Elijah Surratt can catch. EJ Williams can catch. Charlie can catch. Charlie can make good tackles. I'm just ranting around Charlie because I really like him. Shout out Charlie Becker.
Okay, Archie, not concerned. All right, so now it's the moment of truth. IU by 6.5 points. Do they beat Illinois by 7 or more?
Yes.
Mom?
Yes.
Go Hoosiers. All right.
Damn straight. Sorry.
All right. So these are your.
Is it U of I? Is the other one?
So these are the betting picks. If you want to gamble with an 11-year-old, trust your money, make these picks. I'll be getting on FanDuel directly and making the parlay, see if he can do it. All right, so that's all for the substance of it. But tonight is the red out, so let's talk game day fit. Mom, what are you rocking?
I'm rocking the Indiana Script shirt from the shop here locally in Broad Ripple.
Archie?
Rocking the Michael Kadick jersey. One second, I gotta stand up and show you guys. I don't know if you can still see it.
Let's squat down a little bit.
I can't. I don't know
There
if you
you
guys
go.
can see it.
I'm
gonna fall.
We got a text from Mrs. Kadick this week that she and Big Mike are going to be there. I don't know if Michael's going to be there as well, but she and his dad are going to be at the game, so we're going to go hang out with them a little bit in the tailgate lot. Got the new Indiana football school shirt. I kind of like the look of it, but it is the red out tonight, so we're going to see how Memorial Stadium looks. We'll get some pictures, maybe get those posted to the channel. We are not, like Archie said, we're not taking the bus down this week because this was kind of a surprise trip down there with his injury.
I'm not wearing my brace right now because I slept with it on. I'm tired.
But so there's no real game day menu. We're just gonna go see what we run into, see what kind of trouble we can get into around the grass lots. Also selling our Signetti shirts, $20 a piece. Watch for us with a wagon.
Yeah.
But that's all for this week's Huddle Shuttle Live. We'll be on the road next week, heading to Iowa City for the big game against the Hawkeyes. So we're excited about that trip and seeing the wave, like Mom was talking about, live and in person.
Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if there's any segments we missed, any big games in the Big Ten or outside the Big Ten, because we want to try and be multi-coverage here.
Anything you want to see.
Yeah, just let us know.
Well, from Archie, his dad, and myself, we just want to say have a great day and go Hoosiers.
Go Hoosiers.
Go Hoosiers. Woo. I don't think a single person watched. X.